everybody, it's Jasmine, and today I have my April hits and misses for you guys. And surprisingly, this month I have found a lot of favorites and a lot of misses. So let's just get straight on into it. So during late March and early April, Real Her actually launched their new highlighters. I'm wearing one right now. Actually, I'm wearing two. I'm wearing the Confidence in My Glow as well as the Spotlight is on Me. And these highlighters, man, they are amazing. And at first when I used them, I was like, oh, I don't know if these are really up to par with my Wet n Wild one that I love so much. But this month I barely touched my Wet n Wild one. So that says something. I'm going to hold them all up side by side. And I think the only thing I am kind of concerned about is the shade range, because on me personally, all three look fairly similar. And, you know, I mean, I guess there is some differentiation when you hold it up to LED lights, but on the skin, it looks the same. I just noticed the only difference with the super light one, which is the shade Keep Going. This one is super, super blinding. And every single time I wear it, I just feel like it doesn't emphasize any texture. I feel like it goes on very evenly and smooth. I do have to say that when you do swatch it though, it is very deceiving because it's very stiff, but there's no fallout. So with that being said, you get a lot of pigmentation with no fallout. So I know a lot of you guys are into that. If you're looking for a really good highlighter, I think that this one is definitely one to look into. Every single time I wore this primer this month, everybody has been complimenting my skin, and I think that says a lot about a product. You know, if you use something and you get compliments on it, then it's just like, this is a winner, this is gonna be a ride or die, you know what I mean? It's the Touch in Soul No Poreblem Primer. You guys heard me talk about this in the Sephora VIB recommendations video, and I can't stress how good this primer is. It's only $18, and what I love about it is that it's very, very lightweight, but it does a better job than the Porefessional. I think it even does a better job than the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, and those alone, those are way more expensive than this. And so definitely get your hands on it. All you need is one pump across the face and your face literally looks so poreless. It's insane. Like, I've gotten so many compliments of people just saying your skin looks really good, and it would only be on the days where I wore this primer. The next item is something that I like to use hand in hand with that primer. Now, you guys heard me talk about this in a whole lot of other videos, especially in my favorites video, but I wanted to give it another mention because I found the perfect shade for me. Now, if you're my shade, if you're my twin shade, if you are a natural beige in a lot of drugstore foundation, 220 in Maybelline Matte and Poreless, Golden Beige in Wet n Wild foundations, then you're most likely a 290 in Fenty Beauty. Now, I love this foundation because it gives me a matte finish, but it doesn't dry me down. I could put powder on top of it, it won't look cakey. I could just leave it as is and it will just look flawless. And so I love this foundation as is, but now that I have a perfect color match, I'm glad to say that this is my true staple. Now, I did upload a video this month talking about my morning skincare routine, and I wanted to re-mention some products simply because they're something that's worth mentioning twice, because I don't really mention skincare in my makeup tutorials, and I really enjoy this moisturizer. This is so amazing. I bought it on the very first day of April, and I've used it since then, morning and night. It has just been so amazing because it is so hydrating, and it's hard to find a really good hydrating moisturizer from the drugstore that makes your skin stay hydrated. You know that feeling where you get that instant hydration and then later it dries down and then you feel tight again because your skin's not moisturized? I get that feeling a lot of the times with a lot of drugstore moisturizers, but this one, the Pacifica Coconut Probiotic Water Rehab Cream, is so amazing because it's not only $10, but it's also a dupe for the Too Faced Hangover RX. And I think it's a better dupe at that because the Too Faced one, although it did hydrate my skin, I just felt like I needed a little bit more. I felt like it wasn't giving me enough, and I felt like this really gave me the whole 9 yards. It really just gave my skin that extra boost. It made my skin look like glass skin. Oh my god, I've gone through so many days this month, well actually in the past semester really, where I just wore no makeup, and you know, a lot of the times my skin just looked dull, but with this my skin just looks so freaking good. And so I definitely recommend this for you guys if you guys just need a really good moisturizer. The next item is something that I also mentioned in that skincare video. It is the Bum Aloe Gel. Now this stuff is amazing because earlier this month I was just suffering from my skin being very itchy, very irritated, very red, and this cleared up my skin within 3 days. It helps with sunburns, scrapes, insect bites, minor cuts, minor burns, and minor skin irritations, which is what I was actually suffering through this month, all on my face. Yes, insect bites on my face. That shit was horrible. I was eating dinner and all of a sudden I felt like this sharp pain right here in this region. I was like, I was really suffering, and this came through. It came through. It was $10 for this aloe gel, but I do want to say that in most cases, a lot of drugstore aloe gel, they have a lot of artificial dyes in them, which is kind of a turn off because you don't want to put those chemicals on your face. And so being that this is more of like that light clear color kind of makes me feel, oh, okay, well at least I'm not putting a lot of chemicals on my face. Plus there's not a lot of ingredients on the back, which is nice as well. For my birthday, my sister bought me the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I've heard everybody talking about this, and I feel like I am very late to the game because I feel like everyone already raved about it, and now no one's raving about it as much anymore, but I'm here. My sister's screaming. Can you hear her? This is why I can't film, y'all.
You want some money, honey?
Yes. Thank you. I was just talking about you.
Why? Because I made you buy it?
Yeah. I completely lost my train of thought, but you know, this is a really good setting spray. I do feel like this is a very fine mist, so I feel like I have to hold the bottle really close to my skin in order for me to get that feeling that my face is fully covered. But other than that, I think that this is amazing. I already repurchased a backup, and you know I use the code Thomas. I love Thomas Halbert. I love him so much. So let me just show you guys my eyeliner today. Oh my god, so I was about to go shower before I filmed this video and I just popped back on my eyelash, so if you see my eyelashes popping off, don't clock me. But just looking at my eyeliner has been on fleek this month, and off camera I've actually been testing out this eyeliner because you guys have been asking me if it's good or not, and so I've just been behind the scenes testing out the longevity, working with it through naps. And you know, I think it's nap approved. It is so good. It's the ShopMissA Wonder Liquid Eyeliner. I have the shade Black, and this is the thinnest brush tip I have ever used. It is so amazing. It glides on like a dream. I think that if you really love that NYC liquid liner, you would really and thoroughly enjoy this because the brush of this is just a little thinner than that, and it just stays on just like the NYC. And so being that, I think I'm gonna repurchase like 5 more because this is amazing. Look at that. Ooh, didn't even clean it up. So sharp. Wow. As for my brows, I'm pretty sure if you watched any of my makeup tutorials this month, you guys know I've really been into the Covergirl eyebrow pencil. I have the shade Soft Brown, and oh my Lord Jesus. This is probably my favorite item in that whole collection that they sent me that I use religiously. And you know, here and there I'll use the powder because I said I like the powder. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was awesome. Here and there I'll dive into the eyeshadow palettes. You know, sometimes I'll use the eyeliner. But I just think that the eyebrow pencil stood out to me the most because it just felt like a better version of the Brow Wiz. And I have the Brow Wiz in my collection, and I just feel like that itself is way too stiff and it won't blend out as seamlessly as this one does. And so definitely if you're looking for a good eyebrow pencil, you know, say you're in Target or something and you need something in a pinch, definitely consider this one. Now that the hits are out of the way, let's go on into the misses. Now, these 3 misses, ma'am, sir, I don't recommend them at all. To me, I don't get the hype. And, you know, I put these through the test for quite some time now, but I'm just gonna start off with a product that I knew I instantly didn't like, and that is the Ecotools Sponge. Now, I bought this during the Ulta spring haul sale, and I was like, okay, everybody has been raving about this, I must try it, it's only $3. So I get it home, I try it out, and very rarely I will film a YouTube video and then not upload it. Very rarely. And this was one of those videos that I did not want to upload because this made my foundation look like shit. And it made it look so bad, like so bad I really couldn't fix it. And it was just so porous. It just looked like my skin was so cakey. It just looked like my foundation was just like coral reef. That's what it just looked like. It just looked like I had craters on my face and it just didn't look cute. I don't know if I got a defected one, but just from my experience, I didn't even use a foundation that was new. I used my Wet n Wild foundation, and that one blends in my skin seamlessly, and this one just soaked up way too much product and I can't get by it. So with that being said, save your $3. I recommend my ShopMissA one. It's cheaper and it's better. Next thing that I have is the Lancome Monseuir Big Mascara. As you can see, I have a mini sample, and this smudges like crazy. You know when you can just tell right off the bat when a mascara isn't good? Yeah, I realized that within the first couple hours. It was just so smudgy. It made my lashes look great, don't get me wrong, but I just could not get by at the fact that I had mascara all the way down here. Excuse me, sir. I did not ask for that, okay? I know I did not go to Ulta just to get this as a free sample for it to just act up on me like that. That is so rude. And to be honest, I have not found a high-end mascara that I thoroughly enjoyed. I really do believe that drugstore mascaras outdo it, and they just work so, so good for such a fraction of the price. And so definitely skip out on this. The next item that I have is a product that I have been testing out for about 3 months, and I just realized I don't like it, okay? It is really not the business. So I personally have very thick hair, and I know you guys probably can't see that through the camera, but my hair is so thick to the point where I have to use a hair mask as a regular conditioner because my hair needs all that moisture, and so I take leave-in conditioners very seriously. I think leave-in conditioners and argan oil is something I really cannot live without in my hair care routine, and so I actually got this in one of those Ulta hair sampler sets, and this is the Sun Bum 3-in-1 leave-in conditioner, and I thought, wow, this is gonna be my first Sun Bum product. Like I said, I got this like 3 months ago, and so I was obviously super excited, but even though I used such a little amount, 2 sprays on my hand and just scrunching it in my hair made my hair feel so sticky. It just felt like I had to wring out the strands of my hair, and it just felt sticky. It did not feel soft at all. In fact, it just felt more tangled, and it just felt like I had gum spread out throughout my hair, just like slathered all across my hair, and it was just the most uncomfortable feeling. And I was trying to think like, oh, is it my conditioner or is it my leave-in conditioner? And I narrowed it down to this, and I've been using it for a long time, and I was wondering why my hair was not soft, and it was definitely this. So I don't like it. Well, that wraps up this month's hits and misses for you guys. I hope you all really enjoy. As always, I love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.